All right, today we are answering questions that are emailed to us. So you guys can email us questions or leave questions in the comments, and we will do our best to answer the questions. So the first one is, what moment made you think that I'm too old for this, but I wouldn't trade it? For me, it was going to the kids' school. that was the moment. I walk in and obviously great beard. Even though there's only probably, if I'm guessing, 10, 15-year difference. I walked in and it was like,
It's probably not even 10 or
I'm
15
too old for
years.
this. Huh?
There's probably not even.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Uh-uh.
Yes. I guarantee. I mean, if someone's 35, that's 10 years.
Well, that's true. I was
And
thinking,
some of those,
I was thinking
some
for
of,
me.
even for you.
Some of the kids at the party the other
She's
day were saying that their
she's
parents
delusional.
are 39. And that's
She's
not
crazy.
far. That's only 4 years away from me.
She's crazy. Anyway, ask the kids how old I am, and they're not gonna tell you the right age. Lakin, how old am I? How old am I?
56.
56. She's
How old's
crazy.
Mommy?
89.
89.
89.
See?
I look good for
Anyways,
89.
so that was the moment that did it for me. We walked into school, and I was like, God, I'm probably the oldest. I'm older than the teacher, or as old as the teacher.
One of them, yeah.
So that was the moment for me.
My moment was going to my oldest high school graduation while preparing our oldest for kindergarten and our youngest for preschool. So we have one leaving and being done with school finally, and we have one just getting started in kindergarten and the other one in preschool. So I think that was the moment where I was like, I'm definitely old.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, the other moment is one recently.
I'm frozen.
Huh? Oh. Great. We're going to have to start that over. Yeah, because it stopped. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we are answering questions today. We got a couple questions emailed to us, so we are going to answer those questions. So here it goes. Here's the question. What moment did we realize, or did you realize, that you were too old for this, parenting, that is, but you wouldn't trade it for the world? And so mine would be when we walked into our kids' school. I walked in and everyone is younger than me. Just about. I mean, there might be a couple that are the same age, but for the most part, I'm the older parent. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm too old for this. Like, seriously, like some of these kids or some of these parents in here are as old as my oldest, or close to it, a few years away. So that was the biggest moment for me. Walking in there, and like, we don't really, everybody just kind of stares at us,
They think here comes grandma and grandpa.
Right. Another grandparents raising their kids. So that was the one for me, for sure.
Mine was going to my oldest's high school graduation while preparing our oldest for kindergarten and our youngest for preschool.
Yeah.
So you got one ending school, and then you got one starting school in kindergarten, and then starting school in preschool. So that was
sounds
definitely
insane. When you say it out loud, it sounds insane. You're like, oh, you're done. No, we're starting over.
We did.
It sounds insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the other thing more recent that's done it, is that my oldest is about to have a baby. So I'm gonna be a grandparent. We're gonna be grandparents. Mm-hmm. And
our girls are gonna be
aunts
at
4, 5, 6, 7 years old.
6.
She's due here soon, and so that's another thing. It's like, we still have kids. I don't have time for those little bratty old grandkids.
Oh, but we do, because those are the kids we get to spoil rotten and send them on home.
That's right.
Our kids, they get spoiled rotten and come home to us. So,
So the other question is, are you a better parent in your 40s than you were in your 20s? And obviously, I mean, if you're not, something's wrong. But I think that, yeah, I mean, I think that it's just a no-brainer. Like you're a better parent because I feel like you learn from your parents either things that you want to do or you don't want to do. So you're always learning something. If you have bad parents, you're learning that I don't want to be that way. If you have good parents, you're like, that's exactly how I want to be.
Yeah.
So even when you're a parent and you have the opportunity to be a parent again, you look back on that the same way. Like these are the things that I think I got right. And you obviously get feedback from your kids because they're mouthy anyways. And things that you got wrong and you correct accordingly. So
I just think parenting at our age now is like parenting the second time around. Not necessarily that at our age, but it's parenting the second time around.
Yeah.
I know how I parented my first to how I parent the girls is different. I definitely don't stress about the things. Absence in schools is one. You know, like my older one, there were not very many times that
he would miss.
I let him miss school, even when he'd wake up and be like, I'm just so tired, I have a headache, whatever. And I'm like, too bad you're going to school. Now I am like, oh, you want to take a mental health day?
Yeah.
Sure. You know, but they're stricter on absences now in school. So it's, you just you just see things, you know, how you parent the older ones and that, you know, they turned out great and how you parent, you know, like it.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to that question that it's kind of hard to answer in just in a, one sitting. But I think that for the most part, it'd almost be hard not to. And I think it could be said the same as if you have one child compared to having two kids, like you do things differently because the first time around, you've been through it and you're like, okay, you learn little hacks and little things that work for you.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't always work for every kid because you might have one kid that's just a little yapper and or one that will sleep all night and the other one doesn't sleep all night. And you're like, well, I'm doing the same things, but they're not same kids. So, so we appreciate your guys' questions. Leave your questions in the comments or you can email us. Our email is on our page. You can email us the questions. We love chatting back and forth and talking about the things that you guys are going through and, relating them to the things that we've experienced. Being a parent is such a great thing. And being an older parent is a small group of that club. And so there's not a lot of people to talk to. So feel free to reach out. If you guys have your questions, you can leave them below. But as always, like and subscribe. It helps us. Share it. Helps reach more people. And we'll see you guys next time.